Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to ask the question, do we know the true texture of kinky hair? There's been a huge discussion, a huge boom in the natural hair community of us as black women and black men learning about our hair type and what we can do with it. So I'm going to talk a little bit about our texture of kinky hair and how we can take better care of it for those who are interested. Okay, so within the natural hair community, and I've had natural hair, I want to say since 2000, well before natural hair community had a boom or it was even a thing or a trend to do. And the complaints have remained the same over the years. So what I've heard and seen is that our main complaints are the following. We have a rough and dry texture. Usually we always talk about how our hair is very fine. The diameter of our hair is really small compared to other types of hair. We have very fragile and brittle hair. A lot of us might have high porosity. Some of us have low porosity, low porous hair, but mostly you hear about women talk about their high porosity hair. We also talk about how it doesn't have any shine and how to fix that and how to give our hair shine or like make our curls pop or what have you. So that's one of the other ones, one of the complaints. And then there's a lot of videos online that promote hair growth, like hair growth oils, hair growth methods and techniques. And the last complaint that I've heard a lot is that our hair takes forever to wash in a day, right? So these are the complaints that I've heard with type 4 hair. I don't care if it's mostly 4C hair, but anywho, I'm going to group all of it under type 4 hair because I hear the same complaints with 4A and 4B. So within this video, I'm going to explain to you why you may have those complaints about your hair, why you may experience several bad hair days, more than good hair days, and how you may be able to change your hair texture and quality using new methods. So I don't have any gimmicks. I don't have any growth hair oils or techniques that you can do this. I will tell you a little bit about my background. I have 17 plus years of scientific experience working in the personal care industry and pharmaceutical industry combined. So I worked in QC, quality control, for some time for a cosmetic care company, or quite a few cosmetic care companies, just testing product. And then I moved over to R&D for the pharmaceutical industry, and I've been there for more than 10 years within that industry. In addition to working in the lab, quality control, and R&D, I also taught chemistry and microbiology at the college level. And then currently I work as an R&D scientist developing drug products for infectious diseases. And when I'm not doing that, one of my hobbies is studying hair. So I'm going to give a scientific approach, a scientific explanation, and no gimmicks to help everyone understand what our hair is and how we may be able to employ new methods to take better care of it. I have a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry from Western Illinois University, and I also have a Master's of Science in Biotechnology that I received from Johns Hopkins University. So what I am not a hairstylist, so I cannot tell you how to style your hair. This is not the channel for hairstyles. This is a channel for hair education as far as texture, technique, scientific explanations. It is not for hairstyles. So if you want a hairstyle, you should seek out hairstylists who specialize in that area, that's their career. For me, I will scientifically explain why you may experience problems or conditions with your scalp or hair based on scientific research that has been performed and published in current articles. I used to be a part of Society of Cosmetic Chemists when I was working for the cosmetic industry. But amazingly, I still have access to some of those documents. And when that information is not coming from the SCC, it comes from other articles such as like Journal of Dermatology and Journal of Trichology and so forth. So in this multi-part discussion or multi-part video, I'm going to discuss 4 things. And we're going to look at the quality and the texture of hair and why it looks and feels the way it does. So the first part I'm going to talk about is Malassezia and its role on the scalp. Then we'll move into looking at the effects of shampooing versus non-shampooing. What happens when you shampoo your hair often versus what happens to your hair when you don't shampoo. There's a huge debate about how often should women or men with type 4 hair wash their hair. Some people will say don't wash it monthly or twice a year. Some people say, hey, when I wash my hair once a week, everything is working out fine. I'm going to give you a scientific explanation that explains the effects on the hair when you shampoo versus not shampooing. Then after that, I'm going to discuss oxidative stress, explain what that is, and its impact on hair development, which is very extensive. That's why this is a multi-part video. And then lastly, we're going to look at Black hair care practices and protective styling culture and how that affects our hair and daily lives. Okay, so let's get into it. What is Malassezia? Malassezia is a yeast or fungus that is part of our normal microbiota. The normal microbiota is composed of bacteria and yeast that commonly lives on our skin. It is the germs, or I don't even want to categorize it as germs, but it is the microbes that stay on our skin throughout our entire lives. Okay, and so this particular fungus is considered to have lipophilic nature about itself, meaning that it loves oil. It will metabolize oil over any other product. Out of this genus, Malassezia, 14 different species exist. And of those 14 different species, 8 of them are commonly found on the human skin, including the scalp. So what does that mean in regards to our hair? Our hair provides a perfect environment for Malassezia. We didn't ask for it to be there. It is just simply, it found a home on our skin because we provide a perfect environment for it to grow. So our hair is almost like a dome. I don't care your hair curl pattern, if it's straight, wavy, or curly. All hair plays a small role in regulating your body temperature, and it can trap heat close to your body. And it shields really your scalp from the sun, mostly. So in order to grow yeast, you need 3 requirements. You need darkness, which your hair provides. You need moisture, water or humidity, which will give you moisture. And you also the yeast also needs food, which it would include sebum, butter, and oils, since it has lipophilic nature and it metabolizes oil. So just to reiterate, Malassezia naturally lives on the scalp because the environment supports its growth. Malassezia yeast is the root cause for scalp diseases. There are four that are commonly known amongst us, and those four are known as dandruff, seborrheic dermatitis, which will be referred to as SD throughout these videos. The third is atopic dermatitis, and the fourth is psoriasis. There are other microbes, which include Propionibacterium and Staphylococcus bacteria. But for this educational video, or for these videos, I'm going to focus on Malassezia yeast.